definitely decided, you know, it was one of those things that we knew was a touch point going into training camp, and it really was you know, we see ourselves as real four-starting quarters, and we can do things based off matchup, based off the game, and it was really decided, you know, going into that game, really, I would say the weekend before the game, we knew something like that, you know, we kind of knew going into the game what our plan was, everything like that. You know, Forbes has done an excellent job, really been really impressed with him since he got here in the middle of last year, and then we started really learning our defenses and OTAs and training camp. He's just been really impressive. The urgency that he plays with, and the physicality, the toughness, we just think he can do a lot.
Angelo talks about how he's just trying to really get better as a tackler. What have you seen from him in that area since he got there?
Yeah, that's been the most pleasant surprise. Where I thought when he played in that Seattle game, the last game of the year, he was throwing his body around, and you could tell he made a conscious effort to, you know, put weight on, get stronger, so he could be physical and last all 17 games. And really, since the first, whether it was OTAs or in pads, but in camp, he's made a conscious effort of he's thudding up the ball carrier, he's running his feet, he's rapping. So yeah, you know, we notice it, and you know, he's just gotten better and better because he's made a conscious effort to do it.
When you have a quarterback who knows that's an area he needs to grow in, how do you go about developing that with practices that are obviously not full contact?
Yeah, we thud up the ball carrier. That's really all you can do. We stay off the ground, but you know, even today when we go out and we're at pads, if the ball carrier's in proximity, you know, we're thudding up, we're running our feet, and you know, ball attempts, everything like that. And we emphasize it in meetings, we emphasize it in practice. And, you know, that's the way you have to practice as a pro. You want to stay on your feet, and you know, you have to tackle. If you watch Quentin Lake, who I think is one of the best tacklers on the team, he's running and thugging up the ball carrier almost every single play, no matter where he is.
What were your impressions of Poona Ford for the first game, and what do you think he's going to bring as you guys go on?
I just think he's an excellent run player and an underrated pass rusher. You know, you continue to saw that the knockback in the line of scrimmage and be able to play stout at the double teams. Really smart. He actually runs the ball very well. So really like what I see, and just expect him to continue to improve as he, just with some of the nuances of the defense going forward.
He's a great fist at different spots on the defensive line. Just what was the thought process behind that, and also what is it about his skill set that was the next logical step where you guys want to use him?
Well, you know, he's so skilled that he's a versatile guy for us. And the nice thing with us now, Gift does such a good job of rotating those guys. We have a lot of depth. So a lot of that might be him moving to his best spot, or whether it's the combination of guys that he's in with, where he just has to move around. You know? So Gift does such a great job cross-training all those guys that based on the week, just kind of we were talking about with the corners, where based on the week and the matchups, you know, we can kind of play, we can really play anywhere up and down the line.
We saw this balance moves talked last year just about kind of finding all the strengths on the pass rushing whole area. So was it like us to get a full off season to those strengths and to see that in action?
Yeah, you know, those guys just continue to learn and grow and rush together. You know, and Sunday definitely wasn't perfect, but that was also, you know, you have a more appreciation for straining and finishing in live action. You know, a lot of times, you know, we're just like we talked about with the tackling, where, you know, hey, it's a sack and you're just tagging off from the QB, but you know, that quarterback, you know, where they might stay in the pocket a little longer in training camp because they know they're not going to be sacked, they're not going to be hit. Where they're getting out a little faster, they're running away, things like that. It takes a couple extra steps to get the guy down that strain, that finish, rotating guys to keep it fresh. So, you know, it was a good step where, hey, we got to keep working our techniques, and we expect a big jump up.
It's a big game for England. Just what is it about him you think let him just kind of join the team and fit in?
He's, you know, like we love to say it, you know, he's a Ram. Like whenever you define a Ram as people that love football, great person, great in the locker room, just a guy you really enjoy talking to, and he works hard and loves football. And we just knew, you know, from really early on that he just fit in really well here. And honestly, what he did on Sunday, I don't think was a surprise to anybody on this team, any of the coaches, any of the players, because he was doing it all camp. I mean, he punched them out, punched the balls out, and all throughout training camp, and punched them out in OTAs. So, you know, he's been awesome. It was just glad to see him do it against players. No, you definitely do. You know, you have to, because you only got, you know, you have to do like 50 some snaps in the preseason, and then you obviously have the first game. So you definitely do, tendencies of, what he likes, what he doesn't like, all things like that. I think, kind of everybody would. And that's just, at this point in the season, you're used to that. A lot of guys come from other teams and everything like that. And just like we had to do last week. So just what we have to do to get it on film this year.
Did you expect all the attention Jared first got on the field on Sunday?
Oh, the
Like
attention?
double triple teams, yeah.
Kind of, yeah, because Nick Cayley, knows how good he is and was here every single practice and saw how dominant he was. So, that's just something where, he's obviously a great player and a great rusher. And, that's something where he dictates some attention to the offense and being used to playing like that.
All right.